Hey there, this is the assistant of the real estate agent, James Williams. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask what type of properties does James sell?
James Williams offers a wide range of properties, including flats, townhomes, and capcods, among others. He specializes in various types of real estate to cater to different needs. Is there anything more in which I can help you?
Yeah, can I buy a property?
It seems like you might be interested in purchasing a property. Let me transfer you to James Williams to discuss that with you.
What you have just seen is an AI voice agent for beginners built inside Retell AI, this new platform that is really high lately, and that we can build in some minutes, really short time. This is gonna be really useful in this case for real estate agents. So if you are a beginner, be happy because today, in the next minute, you're gonna learn how to build one of these. So without further ado, let's go into the build. So here we are in Blunt, the software that we are gonna be using in this case today, as we're gonna be testing a little bit different, and I'm gonna show you a new app that is actually really good in the last days. So yeah, just create an account or login and let's go inside. So just a small overview of Retell. Here you can send a small batch call. We're not gonna be doing that, but if you want to send a batch call, that's okay. We are gonna be using the free trial of 60 minutes to do it. You should add your payment in case you burn these 60 minutes and you need more minutes to use. The knowledge base, I don't usually use knowledge base for AI voice agents, but it's a good thing if you have a lot of amount of data to use this frequently Q&A and everything. And then we have the phone numbers where you could buy your phone number or just connect yours from Twilio, Bonus and everything. So let's go to agents. I have this test that I was doing and let's create a new agent. As this is a beginner guide, we're just gonna be using a single prompt agent, start from blank. So around here, we could change the name that is gonna be beginner Retell. We have here the price, the latency, really some important data. Then inside the model, we are not gonna use 4.0 as I hate the pricing because it's a bit expensive. What we are gonna be using actually is 4.0 mini, which works really good and the pricing is actually good. We have here the voices that we could use. I usually use 11 labs. This is the one that works better. You could use whichever you want with the accent you have here. You could also add here a custom voice. Let's just stay with Mira for now. Maybe I will change it later. Here you have the language you could put it. The welcome message that we will be actually trying it later. So here we have the functions. We will be adding some of these within a fault call transfer. Checkout. We'll be adding some of these. No problem. Knowledge base. As I said, I'm not gonna use it. Speed settings, background sound. It's important to leave it in known because it's awful how it sounds, in my opinion. We're not gonna add anything more here. In call settings, we are just gonna leave this like this. Post call analysis, it's a beginner guide, so we are not gonna enter into really deeply this, but we could do it. Security settings, I'm not gonna change anything. And webhook settings, we are actually gonna later include our webhook URL, but it's not the moment. So first of all, we're gonna add our first function, which is gonna be end call, and we're just gonna describe here when to end the call. I've set a simple whenever the user doesn't have more questions. I'm also gonna add here a call transfer when I'm gonna include when user is interested in buying or selling a property, as we're gonna use an example of a real estate agent. So now it's important to put here your number that you want to be transferred. I'm gonna leave it right now in call transfer and displays phone number. We're gonna leave it in the Retell's agent's phone number. Perfect. So now it's the moment to include the prompt and the welcome message. Let's go. So what I've done is add here the prompt. You will have it in the descriptions anyway, and the welcome message where I said that the AI is gonna initiate with a defined begin message that is gonna be this one that of Hater. This is the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. How can I help you? As I told you, we are gonna do as if this was a real estate agent, AI voice agent. So what we're gonna do next is go into make.com to get a webhook and include it here inside agent level webhook URL, to get the transcript and include it inside a Google Sheet, to combine the transfer call function and also use the webhook URL and the function of the transcript. So let's go to make.com. So here we are in make.com. Just log in or create an account and let's go. Here we are in make.com. What you have to do is click here on create a new scenario, and once inside you can call it as whatever you want. I'm gonna call it Retell, and then I'm gonna come here to custom webhook and I'm gonna add a new one that it's gonna be Retell beginner. There you go, and I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna copy address to clipboard this webhook URL and I'm gonna bring it here. There you go. Success. It has been updated successfully. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a test. For doing a test, we have several options. We can test it here with the audio or test here the LLM, and the functions are gonna be working anyways. But I'm a classic and an old man, and as I used to do with Buppy, I like to do the test with my mobile phone. Because if you ask here, for example, what types of properties does James sell, the LLM is going to answer completely as if it was the AI voice agents, but without voice and with text. Okay, so I have run it twice in here, because one is when the call started and the other is when the call ended, and I have here successfully determined. So now we're gonna go into Google Sheets to create our CRM, where we include the transcript and the number of the people who called and some other data. So I'm gonna put a couple of columns. First one is gonna be number. Next one is gonna be transcript. Next one is gonna be recording URL. And the last one is gonna be the call cost. And with these 4 columns of data, we can go back into the make scenario. So we're gonna include here a Google Sheets at a raw module, where we have to select our spreadsheet ID. And once here, what we have to go is going to number, and we're gonna include here from number. Then we're gonna go into transcript, and we're gonna include the transcript. Then the recording URL is gonna be here, recording URL, and the call cost, we are gonna find it inside call cost. So we're gonna go to call cost in total. There you go. What we do have to add is here a call filter, where the event is gonna be equal to call ended. As when the call starts, we are not gonna have the transcript, the cost information, and the recording URL. So we have to set here a filter so that when we receive the webhook data, it's only gonna pass to the Google Sheets at a row when we're gonna have the call ended data. Let's save again, and let's go to do a small test here. We could test it with audio and the LLM, but I'm gonna do a real test with my mobile phone to see how it works in real life. So I'm gonna set these to on so that we can run both processes like this, and we're gonna delete all data. There you go. And once now, I'm gonna call the number. There you go.
Hey there, this is the assistant of the real estate agent, James Williams. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, what type of properties does James sell?
James Williams offers a wide range of properties, including flats, townhomes, and cap cods, among others. He specializes in various types of real estate to meet different needs. Is there anything more in which I can help you?
No, thanks. That's all.
Perfect then. Have a nice day.
You too, bye. So now we're gonna have to wait around 10 seconds to see arrive here the data. There you go. So as you saw, We saw how the first webhook and the first call of the call started didn't run, but when the call ended came, we have included here everything with the recording URL, the transcript, and the call cost. So guys, after doing the test in the mobile phone, I also remind you that you can test here other things like the transfer call message and everything. So if I tell here that I want to buy a property, it's gonna execute here the transfer call function to simulate how everything will work, as you can see. The tool invocation here, transfer call, and the tool result that will be transferred correctly. So you can also use this part of test LLM to see how the tools work and see that everything is working perfectly, which is a great advantage that Retell has, as we don't have to spend the money on calls always to test the things as with Puppy. So guys, this has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned how to build your first AI voice agent for beginners inside this new platform as is Retell. Well, it's the first time we bring it to the channel, but it has been already hitting it really high in the last months. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, hope you've learned. If you have any doubts, just book a call in the description and leave a comment or anything, I will respond you. So yeah, thanks a lot and see you in the next one.